Hi there, all you mobile enthusiasts. We are here today to introduce you to a series of videos that we are going to cover and talk to all the mobile experts from New Zealand. We are going to address some issues in mobile apps development, and we are going to find out how we can manage those issues in this country. First, let me introduce you to CEMSIS, Center for Excellence in Mobile Computing and Embedded Systems. It was established in New Zealand to promote excellence in research and development in this field. What we are trying to do with this organization is benchmark what is expected in the world class. And with the current developments and adaptations of all the mobile apps development, we have been facing many questions in our field. So with this series of videos, what we are trying to do is we are trying to bring in the expert opinions and bring it to you so that you can use it in benchmarking the processes within your organization. We have been facing many business challenges, like, do all the businesses really require mobility? Do they actually need to develop mobile applications? We are also faced with challenges like how to actually model the requirements for an organization. So in order to find out those answers, today we have got Hani Akela, who is a key researcher in this field in New Zealand, and he is also directly involved in mobile apps development in this with CEMSIS. And he has been consulting with us to develop courses in this field, and we would like to welcome Hani Akela in our program. Hello, Hani.
Hello, Robert.
Nice to have you here.
Oh, thank you so much.
All right.
My pleasure.
Okay, Hani, we have actually come up with a number of videos to set up this series of videos, and we are trying to establish a pool of experts who can actually give us some enlighten us with this particular kind of information.
Mm-hmm.
The first thing that we'd like to know from you is that do actually businesses really need mobility? Is it generalized for all of the businesses, or is it specialized for a specific field?
Yeah, actually, maybe a few years back, businesses actually wouldn't be needing that portability or mobility in their businesses, but with the recent rise of smartphones and PDAs and dependency of into a portable world, as I can say. So even now, it's like the smartphones are much more popular than even 5 years back or 10 years back, with a very reasonable prices.
Yeah.
And all people of all ages now, of all type of lifestyles, they found smartphones are really accessible, and really it's a day-to-day and 24-hour services available to each person. So businesses definitely would need to grow into this area, because in my opinion, they can reach a huge number of customer base and make them their services and their businesses accessible 24 hours.
Uh-huh.
So yeah, definitely. Then and you can look at how many applications are actually generated in all different operating systems, like in iPhone, Google Android, or Windows. every day.
Mhm.
It's in thousands or not in more than that. So yeah, definitely. I can see that any type of business, not only specialized ones, they all need to have some kind of mobility using portable, let's generalize the thing. It's portable device, whether it is PDAs or pads or smartphones.
All right. So that's a very optimistic projection that you're making, that all the businesses are using mobile apps. But same so, I also think that that optimism is really realistic, because everyone has got a smartphone today, and everyone has got some sort of mobile device within their reach. So probably this is a good idea, good time for a business to establish mobility in some sense, in some sort, and probably they can actually benefit out of it and take out their profit share within this particular market. And the other thing that we need to also think, if we are projecting that to be a very generalized concept of being mobile, what could be the challenges? Because as far as I know, that in the last 1 year, New Zealand as a market has produced only 17 applications in iOS. What could be the reason that we are not adapting as fast as the rest of the world?
Yeah, definitely. I can see the change here is because this area is of mobile developments is actually relatively new, generally and internationally, and specifically in New Zealand. So not too many developers are available to develop applications or mobile applications, especially here in New Zealand. I have in my industry experience, that too many industries are complaining about the high cost of training their employees to adapt their skills to a portable or mobile development these days, because it is like a higher cost if you want to put an employee to train them to develop in this sense. Besides, now we are actually talking about it's not a traditional software as we have in previously. You are developing softwares for desktop computers with really high resources.
Okay.
And it's literally, maybe you can say it's unlimited resources of memory and processing power.
Right.
Nowadays, even the smartphones are really getting higher, really. But still, the quality of these softwares has to adapt with these resources. With even now, maybe the best processor speed is 1 giga, 2 gigahertz maximum.
Right.
Which is, compared to the processors in the laptops, is actually 10 or 11 years back still. So the challenge here is that any traditional software engineer who can develop this application, he has to think in a different mood.
Right.
He has to consider the memory resource that he has, the processing speed, the real time, which is a big issue. So getting a mobile app developer, they are still merging, but not as many as a traditional software developers as before. So the situation in New Zealand here is that they lack the expertise of having this kind of software development mode, that is how to design a software which for portable desktop computers, we are not thinking about the battery at all. The power is not a problem, but now the power is a problem.
Right.
And the number of sensors that we are interfacing with the smartphones or portable devices is still like, you have to consider the hardware. It's not just the software that we are developing. Besides the real time, we have to have like some sort of real time. It's based on the type of applications, but real time is a must in this. Even if it's like there are generally two types of real time. We have soft real time and hard real time. Soft real time means that the deadline of the application doesn't really matter. It can finish within seconds.
Mm-hmm.
That's okay. But for medical applications, let's say it's a must to have a hard real time to the application should be executed within, let's say, depends on the design, like 5 milliseconds. This is a must.
Right.
So we have to have this issue. So the challenge technically, the lack of expertise in this area of software development.
So, excuse me. So the lack of experts in this field, developers, is a major challenge for this country. The other thing that I would like to make a comment on is that do we as an industry or as a business, do we really understand the mobile applications? That is the applications of these softwares in putting up business processes, building efficiencies. If we want to actually really assess our business, what do you think that we should be assessing with? That means, is there a benchmark, or is there something that we should actually use to develop this application demand or application requirements?
In terms of, in terms of industry, there are a lot of challenges in terms of even business. Mm-hmm. Because if you develop an application for your business, the competition is really huge, because you are not competing. A business in New Zealand is not just competing with other business in New Zealand, it is competing with internationally as well. Mm-hmm. So the benchmark, in technical way, the benchmark of this, any applications that has to be, or any mobile software that has to be developed, is actually first of all, the real-time responses of this application should be good. The graphical user interface is one of the issues that really make the application different and unique from other applications.
Right.
In business side of view, it has to be attractive, and they have to consider the cost as well, because you can't have an application with thousands of dollars if it's really depends on, of course, the design, but generally the cost is an issue in here. Besides the competition, always the people will actually look at your application, compare it with others, and if yours is not good enough and doesn't really reflect your business in a good way, you will lose the competition fast, because you are the competition is there. So
yep. Sounds very interesting, Hani, and I think there is a lot of opportunities in this market. Do you agree with that?
Yeah, definitely. You look at how many banks, grocery stores, they are moving now to even free apps. They are all free apps for their customers.
Right.
So this is really challenging. It's helping their business quite well. They make themselves accessible. Even you can find any type of applications for even simple targets, simple use for. So yeah, we are in a portable world. We have to adapt.
Yep. So life has changed, as we say.
Definitely.
Yeah. So we probably need to really think about how we run our business. And well, thank you very much for being with us, Hani.
Thank you so much, Rohit.
And I'd like to conclude this video with an invitation to all of you to watch our videos for upcoming ones, where we are going to discuss much more about the technical side of this particular series. And we are going to also talk about the developments, what we can use to develop different types of applications, and the opportunities and challenges for mobile application. And of course, we are going to have another set of video viewers for embedded systems as well. Thank you very much for watching. I look forward to further videos. Thank you.